What's up, everybody? Theodore Johnson, owner of Johnson Gutter Company, located in the beautiful Sierra Nevadas. I know you love it. That's why you moved here. That's why I moved here. That's why my mama went to high school here. That's why God blessed us here. Check it out. This video is simple. I want to show you my process to maintaining a long-standing relationship with your gutters so you don't have to buy new ones. You don't have to spend a bunch of money unnecessarily. You can take care of your gutters, take care of your roof, protect your roof, your foundation, all that stuff. I'm gonna give it to you guys so that you can do it if you're a do-it-yourselfer, the whole nine, okay? I'm gonna give you the products, I'm gonna give you the screws, I'm gonna give you everything that you need to do so you have the know-how. You just gotta get your butt up on the ladder and get up on the roof and do it. And if you don't wanna do it, I'm giving out free inspections and free cleaning. So the late great Kobe Bryant said, it's not rocket science, okay? First, we gotta clean these gutters, because look, if you look right here, starting to have rusting, okay? That comes from debris buildup. You get on your roof and you see rust, you're starting to have problems, and you probably need gutter protection. So all gutter protection is gonna do is let the water in without letting debris in, because the debris with the water is what causes corrosion. And that means you're spending $5,000 on new gutters. We don't want that. So let's get to step two. Look, you pick up one of these things right here, about $2.99 at Lowe's, get you a big contractor grade bag. Simple, about $7 out the door, maybe 10, 15, if you get the bulk bag like me, okay? And you're gonna use this scooper and it's coming, you're gonna scoop the gutter. That's how you clean it. Quick pro tip on why you need to clean your gutters. Look at this roof. $25,000, $30,000 roof I'm standing on. If you do not clean your gutters, what happens is it overflows off the top. So if you're seeing streaks on your gutters or you're seeing water going over your gutters, that means it's going up your roof. Water soaks into the wood and goes up your gables, rotting your roof, causing serious structural damage. We don't want that. So that right there is a sign of gable rot. It's what I look for. It's usually soft at the touch, it peels. It could be dry rot, which means it's dry, but it's gonna be like sandpaper. It's just gonna kind of dust off. The remedy for this problem is simple: gutter protection. It only lets water in while keeping debris out, therefore not causing those reactions and making sure you save the most amount of money. When doing your cleaning, you need to buy hangers, because look at this, check this out. You see this? About a 6-foot section with no hanger, which means, simply put, you're gonna have snow pit on there, debris buildup, and it's gonna pull the gutters away. So when you're doing your inspection, you're doing this cleaning, buy at least 30 hangers, like $100. Put them in every, I say every 2 feet. If you put them every foot, if you got that kind of bankroll, put them every foot. But every 2 feet is industry standard. That's 9 houses out of 10 do not have the right hanger spacing, and it's gonna cause you to have to buy new gutters. So if you're doing this project, make sure you're putting hangers every foot to 2 feet. You see that circle? That's the hole where the downspout's supposed to go. Look at that. Tell me if that thing's even getting any water through it. So look, if that's clogged like that, where you can't even push your finger in it, it's doing the same thing as a dirty gutter. Water's coming up, overflowing up your roof. So make sure you take your downspout apart, pull it off of here, empty it out. I'll show you how to do that. For pulling the downspout apart, we're gonna want a Metabo drill. They got them at Lowe's, the cheapest brand they got. With this specific bit that you can only get at ABC Supply, it's about $30. This is about $120. And then a crowbar, the word slipped my mind, because a lot of people put nails from the olden days. They put nails in there, so you gotta pop them off. Then I replace the bands with 1.5-inch zip screws so that it is securely tightened in there. You see right here, this is what I'm talking about. It's got nails in there. So we're gonna have to pop it off with this and then replace the band with a new one, 1.5-inch zip screws. You hear that sound? Clear, empty downspout. Now we're gonna put it back together. Get back on the roof and put it back together properly. As you can see, reattaching the downspout caused the downspout to actually come apart. So I'm gonna use 1/2-inch zip screws, about that big. I got them in the truck, to reattach that part. And then to attach the band, I'm using 2.5-inch zip screws. I use those for the hangers that I add to your gutters as well. You just get your impact, put it here on that handy dandy tool that I told you to get, which never breaks, by the way. I've had this for over 1,000 jobs. It's still working. That's why it's such an expensive piece. But you do like this. You simply just push the button. You hear that noise? That's grabbing the wood. That gutter's not going anywhere now. Now, a lot of houses, they don't even have it attached to the underground stuff, so you want to put it back in there. I'm going to put a screw in there so nothing can mess with it as well. I'm going to put it right down here. Just grab the zip. It's in my pocket here. Put this in right through there. That downspout is going to forever pour water where it's supposed to. And because they have gutter protection up there, it's never going to clog down there. The final step of your cleaning process needs to be cleaning the roof too, because you want to make sure that any debris that gets flooded by the water doesn't come straight onto your gutters, into your gutters, just causing the same problem over and over. Now that your gutters are clean, downspouts clean, we need to seal our gutters. I like this right here. It's in Lowe's in the gutter section. Buy it, Spectri Seamer, 50-year sealant. It's good to go. And then you need to buy one of these caulking guns from the paint section. Here's just a little sample for you. What you're gonna wanna do is spit on your finger and seal it. If you just put it on there, it's not gonna seal. It's not self-sealing. You gotta make sure you use your finger and do that. It's gonna get your hands dirty. Make sure you wash your hands after. You don't wanna eat this stuff. It's highly toxic. Now that we've cleaned and sealed our gutters, we need to reinforce them with the hangers I was talking about every 2 feet. First things first, you have to make sure you're screwing into a gable. Do not just shoot it over here. You can't just go anywhere random. So we have to measure it, and we have to make sure we're hitting that gable so it actually tightens to the gutter. So a pro tip for me, I find the gable, I put my hand like that, and with my other hand, I put the hanger in there. Then you take your handy dandy screw, 2.5 inch zipper. You go like here, stuff on there. Go in there, there should be 2 holes, make sure it's snug. Now, if you're doing this yourself, this is the gutter guard you want right here. Gutter glove. They sell it right there in the gutter section at Lowe's and Home Depot. This thing's not gonna let pine needles in, gum drops, gum balls, leaves, all that stuff. It's gonna keep your house completely clean. And it's actually made by the same manufacturer that all the big companies are claiming they make themselves. It works. It's surgical grade stainless steel, only lets water in while keeping debris out. Don't fall for the scams. These people charging 10, 20 grand for gutter protection. You know, here is the finished product here. You see 3 1/2-inch zip screws in there, covering that stuff up. You see how nothing's getting in, only water. For a typical 150 linear foot house, that's an average house in America, you're looking out the door to do it yourself, $787. Now, that's what I've calculated with tools. You need to buy the impact drill, the drill bit, the caulk gun, the caulk, everything, screws, gutter protection, all that. You're looking about $787. That's personally what you would spend to do this. Now, let's say you're a manly man and you have a garage with Milwaukee tools and you only buy the best. You have the impact drill, you bought the custom bit for $45, you have caulk guns, all that. You're looking at anywhere from $500 to $650 because the drill's only like $100, things $45, all that. So that's me adding it all up for you so you can do it yourself. I'm giving out free inspections, and chances are I'll clean your gutters for free. Just give me a call, okay? The number will be attached to the video. Like, share, subscribe.